Another heartbreak for India as the wait for an ICC event win continues. India are knocked out of the 2022 T20 World Cup. Disappointment, despair, anger are just some of the many feelings Indian fans are experiencing right now. Hopes were extremely high to witness the India-Pakistan final, but alas, it was not meant to be. I really felt bad for the Indian players. You could see how upset and emotional they were after the match. They tried their best, but even the best was not enough. India should feel the pain and reflect on this World Cup because they made quite a few mistakes, be it no intent in the power play, poor death bowling, or the inability to take on the spinner. Yes, I know I'm being a bit harsh on India. They topped their group stage and did many things right. But as a country that takes so much pride in the cricket they play, criticism is bound to come. Being put to bat first in the semifinals is never a bad thing because you're not under scoreboard pressure, but no one in the Indian side got going for the first 10 overs. Rohit's less than a run-a-ball innings didn't help, and Suryakumar Yadav's early dismissal was a turning point in the match, considering that he can change the momentum of the match in no time. Virat Kohli tried his best to stabilize the innings, getting his 450 of this World Cup, but it was Hardik Pandya's 63 of 33 which allowed India to have something to bowl at. 168 was a par score, but the England openers Alex Hales and Jos Buttler made a mockery of India's bowling attack. That is how you dominate the game. Straight from the first over, the intent was visible and they never backed down. India tried pulling things back, but dare I say they had given up midway through the innings. For England, this is a memorable win which they would savor. Winning against India by 10 wickets, and that too with 4 overs to spare, is not something you get to witness every day. India went into the game unchanged, sticking with Rishabh Pant, which was a bit harsh on Dinesh Karthik, but to be fair, he did get his share of games and failed to make an impact in them. Against Pakistan, he couldn't finish the game off. Against South Africa, when he had to come early on, he got stuck in a defensive mindset. So taking that into consideration and the fact that one side of the ground in Adelaide is shorter, India stuck with Rishabh Pant. It's safe to say that this tournament was a total flop for Rohit Sharma from a batting point of view, and the innings he played can be identified as a stage where India lost 10-15 runs. In a semi-final of a T20 World Cup, you can't play a run-a-ball innings as an opener. That's absolutely unacceptable. When he got out, I personally felt that was good for India because Suryakumar Yadav was able to come on the field. I have immense respect for Rohit Sharma, but if I have to critically analyze this match and his tournament, he tried to play more aggressively at the start, but he couldn't deliver. For KL Rahul, his World Cup has been all or nothing. He made 2 50s and the other 4 innings accumulated for just 27 runs. Yet another big opportunity thrown away by him. India didn't start fast in the tournament and they continued with their delayed batting approach. There was a bit to offer for the bowlers, but it was a terrific fast outfield and solid wicket. Yet England bowled excellently to deny India route to the short square boundaries. Virat Kohli and Adelaide is a love story. Yet another 50 for him on this ground. He was able to compose himself and make sure there was no collapse in the batting. He showed intent in his first few deliveries before he became second fiddle in order to play the long innings. He was unlucky to get out trying to place the widest Yorker in the gap, but it was a match where luck was with England. However, the man who grabbed everyone's attention was Hardik Pandya. Before this match, he did not contribute as much as he wanted to with the bat in this World Cup, but we saw the destructive Hardik which we love seeing. He took a sweet time to settle in and then exploded. He showed his class playing some excellent shots. The shots he played on the back foot were especially pleasing to watch. I think Hardik got sent in earlier than Pant because India needed for Hardik to have some time to get his eye in on the pitch, because they know Pant can go guns blazing from ball 1, but Hardik just needs a bit of time. India managed to get 68 of the last 5 overs, which was a good comeback considering the position they were at the halfway stage. But 168 was an under par score because, as I said, the pitch was lightning quick. Just because it looked like a terrific comeback from the halfway stage by India doesn't mean that that was a good total on this pitch. Talking about England's run chase, in the first over itself they managed to get back the momentum. India's fielders had no body language and the fielding was poor. It looked like they stopped fighting. Shami, what in the world was he thinking passing the ball to Bhuvi instead of throwing it back? That allowed England to run 4 runs. How often do you see that? You could see the fielders giving up chasing the ball when it was heading to the boundary. So as a fan, it was also a hard match to watch. That shows that England was able to put immense pressure on India. Virat and Hardik were seen trying to pump the fans, but generally don't need to do that because Indian fans are very vocal themselves. But they had nothing to celebrate in the entire innings. Credit has to be given to Alex Hales and Jos Buttler for not allowing the Indian bowlers to settle for a moment. They played some amazing shots, and especially Alex Hales, he was looking in fine touch, opting for the aerial route for most of the time. There were opportunities created by the bowlers, but they went against India's way. The difference between India's and England's bowling is in the spinners. India allowed Livingstone to bowl 3 overs for just 21 runs, and Adil Rashid went for just 20 runs in his 4 overs. And remember, Livingstone is a 6th bowling option. The spinners did a fantastic job for England, while for India, well, you saw how it went. India's spinners had the advantage of noting that the ball is gripping when it's bowled slower, yet their figures were at 57 runs in 6 overs as compared to England's 41 runs in 7 overs. I'm sure that this defeat reminds many of the match between India and Pakistan last World Cup, where Pakistan also won by 10 wickets chasing 152. So overall, disappointing to witness yet another ICC event opportunity gone begging by India. This is a tough pill to swallow for Indian fans, and it will be hard to forget a match like this. Tata and adios.